Good morning, all. I am Dr. Dhondibai Vishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, KR from Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about 31st session of Biochemistry, which is Chemistry 8th. It belongs to Metabolism of 6th semester BSc. In this session, I am going to discuss about catabolism and anabolism, then explanation with an example, then carbohydrates metabolism, in which glycolysis process I have to discuss in this session. Now let us begin one by one here. First one is what is mean by metabolism. The complex coordinated network of enzymatic reactions carried out by a living organism to maintain the living state is called metabolism. What is mean by metabolism? It is a complex coordinated network of enzymatic reactions. Here totally all complex coordinated network enzymatic reactions carried out by a living organism to maintain the living state is called, that is the metabolism. Simple metabolism in the living cells, living organism. What are the complex reactions, enzymatic reactions uh, takes place systematically to maintain or to due to these reactions only the organism or entity can be live. That is called as a metabolism. Or we can another that is meaning, we can say that how it is defined in another way. All the chemical reactions occur in living cells are collectively called, that is a metabolism. The simplest way for that is a definition of metabolism means all chemical reactions, all enzymatic reactions, whatever may be, all chemicals reactions occurring in a living cells are collectively called as a metabolism. In these metabolic reactions, organic matter is synthesized and degraded. Usually, in these metabolic reactions, what it happen? Organic matter is synthesized. It is a first preparative also, and it is a degradative also. It is a degradation, then synthetic, and energy will be produced during the that is preparation and decomposition. During that is synthetic process and that is a decomposition process. Though so many energy is liberated and that energy is consumed for benefit of maintain the living organism. Living organism. Now, coming to that is a metabolism often involves a number of reactions. Metabolism involves a number of reactions catalyzed by sequence of enzymes. Sequence of enzymes. Enzymes are the catalyst and they are help to make the reaction proceeds. Such sequence of enzymatic reactions are called as a metabolic pathways. What is mean by metabolic pathways means the number of sequence of enzymatic reactions takes place in the living organism called, that is a metabolic pathways. Metabolite. It is also called as a metabolites. The number of reactions participate in the reaction, participate in the metabolism or living cell is called as a metabolites. And pathway is nothing but the sequence, the way it is a sequence, enzymatic sequence reactions are takes place called, that is a metabolic pathway. In a metabolic pathway, the product of one reaction is substrate of next reaction to the sequence. Now, in metabolic pathway, the product of one reaction is a substrate or reactant to the other reaction, other sequence of the reaction. Therefore, usually first one is the reactant, then it is converted into product. Then product itself is act as again substrate or reactant to the other reaction, and a sequence will be takes place. And this will be a takes place in the metabolic activity or metabolism. The successive intermediates formed in the metabolic pathways are called as a metabolite. The successive intermediates means that is products. So many products will be formed. There is a one compound is converted into other, and that compound further it is degraded, it convert into other compound. So many, that is the successive intermediate compounds are formed in the metabolism in the living cell. It say that is the instead of metabolism in the living cell, they are called as metabolites. Now come to that is a classification of the metabolism. First there is classification goes to that is a catabolism. Catabolism. There are two classification of the metabolism. One is called as a catabolism, another one is called as a anabolism. Now what is mean by catabolism? The degradative means the decomposition, breaking down of the degradative or breakdown phase of metabolism in a complex molecules are broken into simpler ones is called as a catabolism. A process in which the complex molecule is break down or it is undergo decompose or it undergo a degradation to form a simple molecules. Simple complex molecule is converted into simple molecules in the particular that is a process that is called as a catabolism. Now for example I quote here, suppose we are taking that is a starch or proteins whatever may be, that undergo a breakdown and that makes simple. The complex compound will be converted into simple compound by digesting, and during that the formation of the simple molecules, so many energy will be liberated, and that energy is used for that is a survive the individual, and that is called as a catabolism here. Now coming to that is functions of the catabolism. It breaks down the molecules obtained from food. Here first function of the what is mean by what are the reaction takes place, what are the importance or functions of the catabolism means it breaks down the molecules obtained from food. We are used that is a take that is directly food from outside in the body, and that after getting that is a food inside, and the first goes to that is a it undergo a to contact with catabolism process. Now here that in catabolism process the food received from mouth, no, that can be undergo a breakdown. Therefore it breaks down the molecules obtained from the food into a few simple building block molecules. Simple building block, that is a unit cell, that is a unit compound, that is further it is undergo a breaking, it takes place in the catabolism process. Second, that is it nothing but it releases the energy, it releases the free energy of the complex molecule, because during the process after the breaking the molecules the amount of energy will be liberated, and that energy is used for that is stepwise manner. It is a complex that energy releases. Therefore it say that it releases the free energy of complex molecules in a stepwise manner. It releases, that is a particular first step, after that is a degradation some energy will be liberated, another that is a process it will be another energy will be liberated, and stepwise manner that is the energy will be releases in the catabolism. Third one is at some points this free energy is conserved. Conserved means it can be stabilized. It can be stabilized by by the synthesis of ATP. Synthesis of ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. Here at some point after that is a continuous stepwise there is a free energy will be liberated now. That free energy will be conserved at some points by first one is by synthesis of that is a ATP molecule. That energy is converted into ATP by adding that is a adenosine diphosphate plus phosphate molecule, they combine to form that is a ATP. In the during the synthesis of that is a that ATP molecule the energy is conserved or that is consumed. Next one is the reduction of the coenzyme. By second is nothing but how it is conserved means by the reduction of the coenzyme NADPE plus to NADPH, that is a oxidized state phosphate, that is a nicotinamide adenosine diphosphate, that is oxidized state into converted into reduced form of nicotinamide adenosine that is a phosphate, adenosine diphosphate, and that should be a in a reduced form that will be a convert, which is a high energy hydrogen atoms, which contains though it contains the high which contains high energy hydrogen atoms. Therefore And these by process by oxidation, that is the synthesis of ATP, and another one is reduction by using the coenzyme. At that point, in that stages, the energy will be consumed and that will be conserved. Then uh, these are about, that is the catabolism. Now coming to that is anabolism. Second, that is type of, that is a metabolism is nothing but anabolism. The biosynthetic or building up phase of metabolism in the complex substance are built up from a simple building block molecules is called, that is a catabolism, anabolism. Here usually first comes, that is a catabolism. Catabolism converted into complex molecule into simple building block molecules. Then simple building block molecules are used by in the process of anabolism, and they make a again complex complex molecule. Therefore biosynthetic are building up, means that is a combining, that is a simple molecules obtained from the catabolism process that can be combined and make, that is a building up phase of the metabolism, in which the complex substances are built up. Again the complex substances, but different way, different forms of the complex compounds as compounds substances will be synthesized in anabolism. Therefore, this process anabolism is called as a preparative method, preparative section, and catabolism is nothing but, that is a degradative or decomposition of the decomposition process. Okay, therefore we say that is a simple molecules obtained from the catabolism that can be combined further next, and it make, that is a becomes a next complex molecule, and they are useful for, that is a maintenance of growth. Therefore they synthesize the molecule. Here they say that is a thus biosynthetic or building up phase of metabolism, in which the complex substances are filled up from simple building block molecules. Its function is to be synthesize the molecules needed for the cell maintenance, growth and reproduction. It requires both free energy and raw materials released by the catabolism. Here now usually the second, that is after first stage is nothing but after catabolism, the other that food will be enter into a the molecules that enter into a anabolism, in which free energy will be takes place, and that simple molecules will be combined to form, that is another complex molecules needed for the maintenance of the cells growth and reproduction. This is the called as a anabolism. Now coming to that is the differences between, that is a catabolism and anabolism. The first difference you know that already. This is the degradative phase of the metabolism, and this is called as a anabolism is a synthetic or preparative phase of the metabolism. This is the first difference. Second difference is it requires the energy. It requires the energy, means it is during that energy will be required to break the bond. Usually when two molecules are combined, then energy will be liberated. When A plus B to form a bond AB, then energy will be something liberated. Same what amount of energy is liberated, same amount of energy is required to break the bond. Therefore you say that is the complex molecule which is obtained in the food, that can be breaking, the bonds will be breaking. Therefore to break that bond, or that complex substance is undergo a degradation, means it required the energy. Therefore it is called as a endergonic reaction. Therefore it is a endergonic reaction in which the energy will be required, that is free energy will be absorbed. The change in free energy will be required, or that is positive. Now this is the anabolism process is it is liberates the free energy. liberates the free energy, it is a exergonic, because this is nothing but I told you here the simple two molecules are there, they are combining during the formation of bonds. The different molecules will be formed by joining the simple molecules to complex molecule, no, complex to simple, that is a simple to complex going, no, during this the so many bonds will be formed, therefore the energy will be a liberated, energy will be liberated, and therefore it is called as a exergonic reaction, that will be a exergonic reaction. And complex to simple means the energy will be a required to break that, making the complex to simple. Next one is, it is a generally reductive method, it is a reduction will be takes place, here usually oxidation will be takes place. In catabolism the usually reduction will be takes place, reduction of means addition of hydrogen, or that is the addition of electrons will be takes place, or removal of oxygen also takes place from the to the reactant, it will takes place. Here usually addition of oxygen, oxidative means addition of oxygen or removal of electron or removal of hydrogen, it will be takes place in the that is the anabolism process. And last differences is nothing but it is a divergent process, it is a divergent process, and it is called as a divergent process. Relatively small number of building blocks or starting materials lead to the thousands of biosynthetic products. Means it is a divergent. Divergent means it is breaking the bonds, breaking the molecules, and thousands of the simple molecules will be produced. And that will be a starting material for that is a other biosynthetic products. Now here it is a convergent. Convergent means thousands of the divergent molecules, different molecules are combined again closer and make there is a building block of that is a raw materials or whatever may be, that is a essential molecules for the normal growth of that is a individual or that is a living organism. And these are the nothing but that is a catabolism process and anabolism process. Now coming to that is a carbohydrate metabolism process. Carbohydrate metabolism. Now carbohydrate metabolism is the whole of there is a biochemical processes responsible for the metabolic formation. Now here what is mean by carbohydrate metabolism means carbohydrate metabolism is the whole of biochemical processes responsible for the metabolic formation, breakdown and interconversion of the carbohydrates in living organism. Here usually the carbohydrates undergo a breaking and then formation and interconversion in the living organism called that is a by using a central to many essential metabolic pathways. Now carbohydrate metabolism means you are using that is a carbohydrates that will be undergo breaking. First we are supposed taking that is a starch, then starch is converted into again that is a cellulose, again that is glucose, whatever may be. These are the simple molecules, that is glucose we have converted, that is in the catabolism process. In anabolism process what happen, then glucose will be a simple molecule that will be again it is undergo, it make there is a new molecules by combining, and like that this will be happening in the catabolism by the in the anabolism process, therefore collectively called as a carbohydrate metabolism. Here carbohydrate as a reactant, that is a reactant process, and how it is a breaking and formation of that is a simple molecules, then complex molecules takes place by metabolic series of that is a processes called that is a carbohydrate metabolism. Now the plant synthesize carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water. First here what happen here, plant synthesize carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water through a photosynthesis in presence of the light. Okay, the already available there is a carbon dioxide in the nature in atmosphere, and also there is a water vapor present in the atmosphere in presence of the sunlight, and it is freely available. There is a source, natural source. By using this the plants they synthesize, that is it convert into glucose, and glucose it will means that glucose is converted into that is a that is converted into a make that is a starch, and the energy, the food is energy is stored in the plants is nothing but in the form of starch. Therefore we say that plant synthesize the carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water through photosynthesis, allowing them store energy absorbed from the sunlight internally. When animals and fungi consume plants, they are cellulose respiration to break down and store the carbohydrates to make the energy available for cell. Both animals and plants temporarily store the released energy in the form of high energy molecules such as ATP for the use of various cellular process. Humans can consume a variety of carbohydrates. Digestion breaks down the complex carbohydrates into a simple monosaccharides for metabolism: glucose, fructose, mannose, and galactose. Glucose is the distributed to cell in the tissues where it is broken down to a stored as a glycogen. In aerobic respiration, glucose and oxygen are a that is metabolized to release the energy with carbon dioxide and water as a end products. Most of the fructose and galactose travels into the to the liver, where they can be converted into glucose and fat. Then some simple carbohydrates have their own enzymatic oxidation pathways, as do only a few of the more complex carbohydrates. The disaccharides, lactose for the instance, requires the enzyme lactose to the broken into a monosaccharide components glucose and galactose. Now coming to that is a glycolysis process. What is meant by glycolysis? A glycolysis is a linear sequence of the reaction. It is also glycolysis process was given by that is a Embedin Mayer of Parnas. He is the given that is a glycolysis pathway. That is he discovered that is a glycolysis process, and for the development of the biochemistry, the Embedin Mayer of Parnas he given that is a glycolysis process. Therefore, he is also called as a Mayer of that is EMP pathway. EMP pathway means Embedin Mayer of Parnas. It is a glycolysis. Now, what is mean by glycolysis process means glycolysis is the linear sequence of reaction by which glucose, that is glycolysis means glucose is enzymatically split up into two molecules. One is called as a pyruvate into two molecules of pyruvate. Therefore, glucose undergo glycolysis to form that is two molecules of the pyruvate. Pyruvate, these are the molecules split up. It is a linear molecule. Okay. Thus, the metabolic pathway of 10 steps takes place in the cytoplasm of the cells of all organisms. All organisms. Usually, how it is the glycolysis is converted into the glucose is converted into pyruvate by using it is a 10 steps will be takes place in the cytoplasm of that is all living cells. Now, prokaryote or eukaryote also it is included. 3 of the steps are irreversible. Out of there is a 10, 3 are irreversible and others are reversible processes. Let us discuss one by one. Now, this is the further I can discuss later on. The EMP pathway is the oxidative pathway which does not require that is a oxygen. The EMP means there is a Embedin Mayer of Parnas pathway is an oxidative pathway which does not require oxygen. Oxygen is not required, but can be proceed even if it is present. It can be proceed also, but it is not required. If the process takes place in absence of oxygen, it is called as a anaerobic glycolysis. There are two types of the glycolysis. One is called as a aerobic glycolysis. Another one is anaerobic glycolysis. In presence of the oxygen, glycolysis will be takes place. Means decomposition of the glucose into lactose. That is a pyruvate will be takes place. That is called as a in presence of the oxygen means that is a aerobic glycolysis. If it is absent of the oxygen means it is a anaerobic glycolysis. In anaerobic glycolysis, the pyruvate formed by the glycolysis is obligate converted into lactate. Usually, no, the anaerobic glycolysis, the pyruvate further, no, after forming the pyruvate, it will be further converted into that is a lactate. This happen in the muscles of the body during the vigorous exercise. Vigorous exercise, no, during the vigorous exercising, the pyruvate is converted into, that is a lactate. If the process takes place in the presence of oxygen, it is called as a aerobic glycolysis, and it is stopped at the pyruvate only. Here there are two type of that is a glycolysis. One is called as a aerobic glycolysis, another one is called as a anaerobic glycolysis. Anaerobic glycolysis, it converts that is glucose into pyruvate, and further by vigorous that is exercising, or that is a muscle exercising, no, the pyruvate is further converted into lactate, but in aerobic there is a glycolysis, that is end product will be anything but it is a pyruvate only. It is process takes place in oxygen, it forms, that is a only at pyruvate it forms, it is a stop. In both cases there is a net production of the ATP will be there. Here in aerobic glycolysis as well as there is a anaerobic glycolysis, the ATP is the it is a net change will be there. That is ATP molecule compulsorily that is a produced. Then coming to, that is a here two parts are there, actually two phases are there glycolysis. One is nothing but preparatory phase, another one is that is a secondary phase will be there, that will be discussed later on. Here two phases are there, one is glycolysis has two phases, one is preparatory phase. In this phase the 5 enzymatic steps convert glucose or any other hexose to two molecules of the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, it is a pyruvate usually, that is it is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. 2 ATP molecules are used up. This is the preparatory phase. In this 5 enzymatic steps will be there. 1 to 5 steps. These are all that is a preparatory phases. Now first step goes to, that is a phosphorylation of glucose. Now here in this process the phosphorylation takes place. First glucose, that is I take, that is a alpha D glucose. Alpha D glucose undergo addition of, that is ATP in presence of hexokinase or glucokinase as a enzyme, in presence of the that is a cofactor magnesium ion, and it is undergo a phosphorylation to convert, that is a monophosphate, that is a glucose alpha D glucose 6-phosphate. Once phosphate group is condensed and triphosphate adenosine triphosphate is converted into ADP, and it is a that is a irreversible process. It is a irreversible process will be takes place. It is converted, that is a glucose into alpha D glucose 6-phosphate. Therefore it is called as a phosphorylation of glucose. Phosphorylation means addition of phosphate group to the glucose at 6th position. 6th position, that is the OH group will be there here. OH group, that will be a undergo esterification, like a phosphorylation means addition of phosphoric acid. It undergo esterification to form, that is a one, that is a ester, that is a alpha D glucose 6-phosphate will be formed, and ATP is converted into ADP. Now next comes, that is second process. It is the glucose 6-phosphate undergo a isomerism. It undergo a isomerization. It is a reversible process. It converts, that is a fructose 6-phosphate. The glucose is converted into isomers with, that is a fructose. It is simply by using a glucose 6-phosphate isomerase. The glucose 6-phosphate isomerase are the enzymes, and this process undergo a that is a isomerism. It is converted, that is a one form into another form. That is here aldehydic form into, it is a ketonic form. That is, these are the actually functional groups are there. Function group here, aldehyde group will be present in the glucose 6-phosphate, whereas here the ketonic group present in the fructose 6-phosphate. Therefore it is undergo a isomerism. Next, third step goes to the phosphorylation of fructose 6-phosphate. This phosphorylation fructose 6-phosphate, another phosphorylation will be takes place. That is initial, that is first step will be there. That is similarly, that is first step. It undergo a fructose 6-phosphate undergo a next phosphorylation process. Therefore, fructose 6-phosphate, it undergo a phosphorylation by using a ATP phosphofructokinase. It is called as a phosphofructokinase, as a enzyme in presence of the cofactor magnesium plus 2 ion phosphorylation, and it is a irreversible process, again irreversible process, in which one phosphate group will be consumed, that is added to the fructose. Therefore fructose 1,6 diphosphate will be formed with liberation of, that is a ADP. It is ADP. ADP triphosphate is converted into diphosphate by breaking the or removing the one phosphate group, and that one liberated phosphate will be a condensed on, that is the fructose at one position. Therefore the fructose 1,6 diphosphate will be formed. Next, fourth step, the conversion of the fructose 1,6 diphosphate into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Now here what happened here? The fructose 1,6 diphosphate is underway aldages. It is breaking. Aldolase as a enzyme. It is a reverse aldol condensation reaction. Suppose these molecules are combined, alcohol and, that is ketone, is underway a combination, aldehyde and ketone combined to form, that is one molecule. Therefore it is a aldol condensation. Aldol condensation means aldehyde group and, that is a keto alcoholic group will be present, and that will be takes place. But it is exactly reverse aldol condensation will be takes place. This is the reversible process in which fructose 6 diphosphate is converted into dihydroxyacetone phosphate. And that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. These are the simple molecules, will be a further breakdown by using this process. That is the fourth one. Then fifth process, again the that is a dihydroxyacetone phosphate underway isomerization will be takes place. Isomerization of dihydrogen acetone phosphate into a glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Already in first step here the two product will be there, that is glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate already been there. Another product will be dihydrogen acetone phosphate will be there, but this another, that fourth step, this also is converted into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Therefore it underway a isomerism. It is a reversible process by using a triose phosphate isomerase, and in which the dihydrogen acetone phosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. And these are about, there is a 5 steps. These are nothing but there is preparatory phase of the glycolysis. Then coming to, there is a second type of, that is a glycolysis phase. It is a payoff phase of glycolysis. Payoff phase glycolysis process. It is begins from, that is 6 to 10 steps. Okay. Now explain the payoff phase of glycolysis means that you have to discuss from here only. And up to here there is a preparatory phase means up to, that is a fifth steps you have to write. Okay. Now next, the sixth step is nothing but oxidation of phosphorylations of glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Here in this oxidation of phosphorylation of glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate. Now here in fifth semester, that is a fifth and that is a fourth step and fifth step. No, the glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate will be generated, and that glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate undergo again, that is converted into another product, that is by using a, that is undergo a phosphorylation, means addition of another phosphate group to this by using a nicotinamide adenosine diphosphate in oxidized form. That is plus indicate as a oxidized form in presence of, that is a inorganic phosphate to form, that is using this reaction it form, that is a 1,3-diphosphoglycerate. 1,3-diphosphoglycerate using glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate hydrogenase and oxidation. This is the process is nothing but oxidation and phosphorylation. Means here usually from the sixth, it is nothing but usually it convert that it is start with that is anabolism reactions. Anabolism process will be stops up to fifth step, that is catabolism processes, that is a complex molecule is converted into simple molecule up to that is a glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate that convert. Now here this simple molecule glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is used to convert into a next, that is complex molecule. It is a building block of that is a other essential molecules prepared in the anabolism processes. Therefore here in the sixth steps, the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate react with nicotinamide dinucleotide in oxidized state plus inorganic phosphate. When these are the react in presence of that is a glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate hydrogenase, oxidation and phosphorylation will be takes place to form that is a 1,3-diphosphoglycerate, 1,3-diphosphoglycerate with liberation of NADH plus hydrogen plus ion will be formed. Next, that is seventh step, transfer of phosphate from 1,3 that is a 1,3 biphosphate. It is actually 1,3 diphosphate, diphosphoglycerate. Actually, it is not a bi. 1,3 diphosphate to ADP. It is a transfer of phosphate from 1,3 diphosphoglycerate to ADP. Now here 1,3 diphosphoglycerate. This is the obtained from in sixth step, that undergo a addition of ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and it convert into a 3-phosphoglycerate. 3-phosphoglycerate. Another here it will be takes place phosphoglycerate kinase, and the Mg+2 substrate level phosphorylation will takes place, in which the ATP molecule will be liberated. This will be converted here. Next, eighth step, conversion of that is a 3-phosphoglycerate to phosphoglycerate. That is a 3-phosphoglycerate to that is a phosphoglycerate. Now 3-phosphoglycerate is converted into that is a 2, that is here actually the conversion of 3-phosphoglycerate to 3-phosphoglycerate. That is 2-phosphoglycerate. 2-phosphoglycerate into 2-phosphoglycerate. It is missing here too. Therefore 3-phosphoglycerate here, this is the it is obtained in that is a third step, that undergo a phosphorylation, phosphoglycerate mutase. Phosphoglycerate mutase. This is the isomerization, and in which the 3-phosphate group is undergo a isomerization, and it convert that is a 2-phosphoglycerate. 2-phosphoglycerate. Then ninth, the dehydration of 2-phosphoglycerate will be takes place. Dehydration, removal of water will be takes place. Dehydration means a process in which a removal of hydrogen from reactant and to form that is product will be takes place. That is called as a dehydration. Now here dehydration of that is a 2-phosphoglycerate it takes place. The 2-phosphoglycerate it is obtained from that is the 9th, 8th steps, which is undergo enolase and magnesium+2 ion dehydrohydration will be takes place to form that is a phosphoenol pyruvate. Phosphoenol pyruvate will be formed with liberation of that is water. Then 10th step, the conversion of PEP to that is PE to P means that is phosphoenol pyruvate. It is high energy phosphate molecules here actually. High energy phosphate molecule which is richer in that is energy, that will be converted into pyruvate. Here phosphoenol pyruvate, that is a PEP. It is undergo a addition of adenine that is a adenosine dinucleotide, that is a phosphate, adenosine dinucleotide phosphate plus hydrogen. This addition of this is the reduction process will be takes place, and here the pyruvate kinase as a enzymes. In presence of there is magnesium+2 substrate level phosphorylation will be takes place, and it converted into a pyruvate with liberation of that is a ATP molecule. Liberate the ATP molecule. Now so far in this process I discussed there is a meaning of metabolism, Then types of the metabolism with a explanation. Then I came to that is a carbohydrate metabolism, in which I have explained that is the steps involved in the glycolysis process. That is 10 steps. The first 5 are nothing but preparatory phase of glycolysis, and next that is 6 to 10 are that is 6 to 10 are nothing but it is a payoff phase glycolysis process. I hope you understand. Thank you.